Today I'm reviewing this magnetic speed cube by Bukefuno. It's the QI Tornado Pioneer. As you can see, it comes in a very interesting box. It has kind of an engineering drawing of the cube itself. Other than that, relatively basic. It does explain to you the different layers or levels of the cube that are available. This is the Pioneer, which has all the features. And the box is relatively small. It's roughly 6 inches by 2.5 by about 3.5, 3 3/4. And let's go ahead and get this box opened up. Just going to go ahead and cut the plastic off the side. And we'll move this out of the way. Now, this is my very first magnetic speed cube, so I don't know what really to expect here. I'm going to open it up. It has a really cool carrying case, which closes up, keeps it nice and together. And in the other side here, there's a pocket. Let's see what we have in here. There are some, looks like it's just a little welcome card telling about the person that designed it. This would be it's a setting tool to adjust the sensitivity of the magnets and the other adjustments. And then some instructions kind of explaining how you go about doing the adjustments. And there is English on one side and a different language on the other. So it does kind of explain all the settings and what they're going to do. I'll definitely put a picture of this in the review. Looks like a little microfiber cleaning cloth and kind of almost like a vinyl-y carrying case. So it's kind of nice. You have a hard case to hold the cube, or you can carry it around in this nice little pouch. And looks like we've got one last set here. It is a cube solving tutorial. If you're not familiar with solving a 3x3 cube, it does explain a couple different algorithms to do that solving. I'm going to go ahead and take the cube out for now. Take a look at what we've got. And this definitely, I'm not used to seeing a cube pull that far apart. For example, here's a cube I normally use, which I've always felt was fairly quick, snappy, and this one is significantly quieter. There's a little bit of fuzz here. This is a much quieter cube. I'll have to kind of play with this a little bit to get an idea if, how I like it. Yeah, so if you have a little bit off, and when you pull it, it's going to straighten out. Makes it easy, nice and easy to solve these, move things around nice and quickly. It's very smooth. If I shift it a little bit here, you can see some of these magnets here. And on the other side, that's where that tool would go into. And I'm sure that probably changes how the distance on these magnets. And I can feel there's a little bit of like oil in here to help this run smoothly. If you look, you can kind of see a little bit of the sheen of that oil if I rub it off. Again, very, very quiet cube. Seems to move fairly well. It's snappy. Normal, typical size of a cube. So this one here, there's adjustments inside. The cube that we're reviewing today, I do not see those on here. But boy, this thing really stretches out a lot. It's pretty interesting. So I'll play with this a little bit more, give my opinion on it, but as of right now, I can't get over how quiet this is. I mean, you can kind of hear this cube. And then I go to the magnetic cube, and it is totally silent. That's going to be really nice to have a quiet cube. I have to read up on the instructions, get an idea how to do these adjustments, and just see what we've got. Again, first magnetic cube I've had. I like the feel of it. Again, there is a little bit of a lubricant oil on here, which probably why this cloth is included. Maybe wipe off the excess. That's probably why it's so quiet. Right now, I would definitely give this cube 5 out of 5 stars. It is a little bit more pricey than a non-magnetic cube, but the quietness is awesome. It's well worth it. So again, as of right now, I would call this 5 out of 5 stars. After living with this cube for a few days, it's now my favorite. The quality is immediately obvious with these vibrant colors and the smooth, nearly silent action. The center caps do come off. It just requires a little bit more force than I'm used to. I have done some minor adjustments, but I'm not a pro, so I'll probably never take the time to properly tune this cube. I'm sticking to my 5 out of 5 star rating for this speed cube.